Welcome to Intuition Loading. Happy 2024. This is a collective message. Remember to listen for energy and not signs. Energy can be on people, places, circumstances, and situations. Make sure you look at the how to know if a tarot reader is speaking to you video so you can know exactly what the strategy is from myself and other readers. This is a collective energy, and it was just brought on by the download of just realizing that the last cycle we were in together was the health and hibernation. There was a lot of isolation. We just entered a year number 8, which talks about Leo energy, exposure. Check out the Monday reading for January 8th and select Leo. It's a collective energy. And I talked about how this year is going to be bringing on a lot of obvious and conspicuous concepts. So I started channeling just like, spirit, what is this? Because again, with the discerning, there's something on my spirit and I'm not sure what you're trying to show me collectively, because it was just getting a lot. Today is a full moon in Capricorn, so I was definitely taking advantage of the energy. There's a recall energy out here. There's a switcheroo type of energy out here. There's something that's been catapulted or released. What I was seeing was the energy of something that's like, wait. Or when you play that game where it's like, which hand is it in? And you do this, and then they say left. No, right. I meant to say right. It's like, no, you already chose left though. There's this energy of that. And then you win or you lose. You get what you get. The Empress has finally gave birth, is out here. A lot of you have been incubating, or there has been some type of scenario or cycle in your life that has been incubating, and you're about to reap the seeds of your karma, good or bad. There's a debut energy. There's this on to duties type of energy. It's like, end of suspense. The end of a suspense game is what I have down here. So I don't know if it's been like I don't know. We'll just wait and see. We'll just come back. Maybe. Well, there's the end of that. Something has been released. Something's been announced, debuted. The real Slim Shady has stood up. Libra energy. So there's a very karmic energy. This is very karmic in nature. It's again that getting back what you put in, and you're not necessarily aware of how strong that you've been manifesting something good or bad. The energy is respected by the universe. Okay, so that's why you say, well, why does criminals get away with stuff and I work hard every day? You are putting your energy into working hard every day. They're putting their energy into getting away with crimes. So if they do. So again, I'm not saying what side I'm on with good, bad. I don't even believe in that. High and low vibrational. Sometimes things work in interesting ways. Everything is way more complicated than it seems because we're made of so many different energies. But again, I'm telling you that if you were not aware of what you were manifesting, it's like you had a nest egg. It's about to hatch and you're about to find out. There's a new inspiration. The last cycle is closed. So there's a very onward type of energy. There's a nominated type of energy on to the next campaign. So I did not realize this was election year. Someone brought that to my attention while I've been just thinking about how someone is being selected to represent. Someone is standing out above the rest. And it does very much feel like a nomination. And that's just what it is. Next level on the bracket. So even when you're nominated, it's not over. There's just many people have been eliminated. So maybe, you had to be nominated out of 100 people. Okay, 10 people were nominated. Okay, out of that 10 people, now they're going to be 5 people nominated, 3 people nominated, until there's finally one winner. So it's not necessarily over, but it's definitely progressing here. There's a clean slate energy or a clear out. An obvious winner or obvious direction. Again, going back to that nomination energy, if there was 100 people and we wasn't sure if they were going this direction or that direction, or did I do this right, did I do this, the suspense is over because we finally selected. If you tried out for something, if you applied for something, you don't have to worry about it anymore because the people have been selected. And it's kind of like a sigh of relief because one way or another, at least you know now. There is an Anastasia type energy. Anybody who knows the story, the legitimate story of Anastasia from the Russian Empire, the Romanov family was murdered, them and all their children. But there was this legend that one of the princesses, Anastasia, survived. Well, this young lady came forward and said, yeah, it's me. And she lived her last days out as Anastasia, as royalty, as a princess, only for her to have died and then got a DNA test and found out that she was a fraud the entire time. So there's this energy out here again of being called out, factual, actual information, Leo energy, something that is very conspicuous, very obvious here. There's no denying something. There is that switch up energy, the change of attitude, a bandwagon energy, like, oh, I knew she was a fraud, or I knew they were the one, or I knew you was going to get picked. These same people were going up against you. And it's not even that they were going up against you, because, you know, respectfully, everyone has the same right to compete and to put their bid in. However, these people were willing to lie, cheat, scheme, you know, to, I just heard, deface you, slander you in order to win. But when you win, they're going to be like, oh yeah, I was rooting for you. These same people hope that there is something. Look, it's all right here. Apologies, questioning a decision, overthrow, but it's too late. They're wanting validation. These same people who are congratulating you are going right behind your back saying, are you sure? Yeah, congratulations. Absolutely. Are you who did the vote? Who did this or that? You know what I mean? Because they're not wanting to accept the fact that you beat them, because they did their absolute best here. I do not see any regret out here, but I do see excuses. I do see people trying to freeze someone's progress. Again, be wary of people who smile in your face and are working behind you to undermine something that you've already been gifted. You've already won anyway, but they're like trying to see if it can be revoked or taken back, even though you already have been announced. They're okay with you, you know, being harassed, being scandaled, from you being revoked, embarrassed. They're okay with this. They're okay with this whole conspiracy here, because it's better than you actually winning. Those of you who are trying to cut soul ties, I do see soul ties have been cut with no negotiation. So it's over. Something has been snipped, clipped. Again, there's this energy of a closed portal. I do have a reading. I'm not sure whose energy it is. I guess I'll look at it, but it's called delayed to a closed portal. So that's what I'm picking up here collectively, where people are delayed. Like, they picked somebody. I didn't know they picked somebody. Yeah, they still getting ready to compete, and it's over. There ain't no competition. It's been done. I saw global warming out here with this crazy weather. Particularly, I saw a drought in a city near water. I was hearing big waves. My daughter says that all the time, and I was seeing it next to the Four of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. The Four of Pentacles is a man that is holding two pentacles and standing on two, but his background is an urban scene, a city. And then it was next to the Wheel of Fortune, which is like weather, things moving around. So I saw that there was going to be a drought next to a big city near water. I also heard England/Europe, the Dark Ages. I don't necessarily think we're going to go back into a dark age necessarily, but I was hearing this could technically mean censorship, as far as like we could be going into a dark age as far as what's going on in other parts of the world or other parts of the country. It's going to be very, very important to pay attention to where you're getting your information from, because right now I do feel like there's about to be some copy and pasting and clipping and you know, what's the word I'm thinking of when you leave something out? Omitting of information. Queen Elizabeth, the parliament practices, Queen Elizabeth's parliament practices are being reviewed, meaning that she ruled for a long time, the Queen of England. Now that she has passed away, I do know that she was, you know, she was in control for a long time, and now that it's someone else's turn, I do see a lot of practices and laws and procedures being reviewed now. It's a new sheriff in town energy. There's a new culture or a cultural blend. I do feel like it's more secular, so get ready for, again, to see some things almost like misfit a little bit, like something you would technically think to see in one part of the neighborhood, community, area, one cultured people acting or taking on the persona of another cultured people or place in the country, in the world, another neighborhood, another side of town, to be like, oh, well, I know they have one of those over here, or I was in this city and I saw that, and now they're building one here. That type of energy. I do see an autobiography that's being released after someone's death. Pay attention to this. It's giving me like a diary, but whoever this person is, there's a reason that they didn't want it released until they were no longer here, and they got some tea. So one thing I'm definitely going to be doing is going and looking back over like the past year of what books came out and what people are no longer, because there's some secrets that they hid inside of their autobiography, their diary, that is being released. The diary of Anne Frank. There may be some type of like psychology pattern inside of this that we need to look at. It says watch your children. There's a predator energy out here. Particularly, I was seeing that a child could be kidnapped and the mother could be unalived. So this is a situation where, unalived mother takes child. I see that out here. Security is out here. Bodyguard energy with this new lifestyle. For those of you who are elevating, again, the rise and fall of stars, now that you have been announced, which is very much what this Leo energy is talking about. And I talked about how last year with the Cancer new moon, the Cancer full moon was at the end of December. And I talked about how that Cancer new moon was beginning your 2024, way back in the summer of 2023. So y'all might want to go and take a look at that, because that's what I was talking about, where, this energy is moving along with these cycles. So now that the rise and fall of stars has ended, and now that it's obvious that cycle is just now ending, we can look and we can see what's going on. I also saw slower Wi-Fi. That's going back to that censorship here. I don't know if they're messing with the satellites, but I'm definitely picking up like a censorship, or like if your Wi-Fi glitching, it's because they're moving around information or editing or censoring information. There's also a new island or country. I was hearing Africa that is being proclaimed or being created. I don't know if it's off the coast, due to volcanic, because I do know volcanoes create islands. So I don't know what that's about, or I don't know if someone's declaring a new country in Africa or over that way. But I definitely saw that. There's an undercover energy that's out here, but that was giving me back that energy of like, whoever is upset that they didn't get chosen, that they didn't get nominated, that they don't get to go to the next level, that they don't get to go into that smaller bracket. Also, now that I think about it, I said next level on the bracket, not over, but many have been eliminated. You could be moving tax brackets, which is exactly why I see this security bodyguard energy for this new lifestyle. This cultural blend energy, because you're changing, you're going on to something else here. This is why this clean slate is here, because you're literally getting new friends, new community. Like we don't do that anymore. We can't anymore. With new level, there's new devils, and there's someone that's smiling in your face, very much a Judas energy, that's not very happy, and they're trying to see like, how secure is your success? How secure is this chosen position, this title? Can they dig up some dirt? Can they convince people to turn on you? Can they get people to trade? That energy is definitely out here. Now, I do energy, which can be on people, places, circumstances, or situations, which makes sense while we cover things that are both secular and spiritual, as well as things that are personal and that are more, political and more national and more international. The biggest thing also that I saw out here with this cycle that we're in is a new bloodline. There's a purging of a lineage. There's a new branch of a bloodline, the next generation, separation of the old and the new. There's a rebranding or a realignment within karma. So that would be like a lot of people are separating from the toxic pieces of their family, of their careers, of their industry, so that things are getting cleansed. The earth itself, if you look it up with global warming, the earth isn't going to die. We would. The earth, if you look back in history over geology and geography, which I was studying along with archaeology when I was in college, is going to go into an ice age to clear itself, cleanse itself, to recoup if we keep on messing with it. It's not that it's going to blow up or shut down. It's just going to repair its ozone by going into an ice age, which could affect us as humans on this earth, especially if we don't have the funds and the means to move around. But when it comes to Mother Nature, again, there's really no energy out here when it comes to the universe and cataclysms. What happens is you just have to be aware and use your discernment. If you get in your spirit to take a trip somewhere, go. You might miss something. You might get to that place and find out something just happened where you left, or you may be moved to stay somewhere and not go, and then find out that you avoided something. So just listen for your spirit. But with this new bloodline, this is a lot of separating energy. You could be moving on the other side of the country from your family, and the family that you left, it's like y'all gonna be raised two different ways. You're gonna go in two different directions. If you have a family that is like known for being like killers and drug dealers and thieves, well, this new bloodline, say there was one person's kids out of all that family, dad went to college, got a great job, turned their life around, and from there it's been up for that bloodline. It's like a cleansing of a bloodline. There's a separation, and you literally have a new set of this entire family. It's like I'm the child of a drug dealer and a Jezebel energy, meaning that you would think that I too would have those energies. However, I don't participate with none of the shenanigans. I'm completely opposite of my parents. Thus far, my children are completely opposite, and it's just going and going and going in the opposite direction. There's a disconnect between me and my parents and me and most of my siblings, but somebody had to break the curse. And that includes for you to break away from the family, to be isolated, and to keep moving. So I don't smoke, I barely drink. To my family who has been in that karmic energy, it's normal. I'm lame. But we know that that is a karma and a toxicity that has clouded our family. So it's not that it's good or bad. It's just that it's over excessive in our family. We might want to show the universe, show God something different with somebody, you know. So it's definitely giving that lamb energy, okay? So don't be surprised if you see that. For instance, my daughter's family, going back, they were dropping out of school, fighting in school, tearing up the school. Well, that was my generation. So those of us that are in our 30s and 40s, this new generation who are like 10th, 11th, 12th grade, these kids have straight A's. They've never been suspended. They play sports. They play, instruments. They're going to college, first generation college students. That's a huge turnaround for this particular family. It's a total different. So when people meet my daughter and they like, you who, daughter? I couldn't believe that. It's like night and day. But yet and still it's the same bloodline, but there's a veering off and a separation here. That's what I have for you. I also know that whether or not you're the type of person or you're doing this yet, I am strongly cautioning you all to start digging deeper into information. Don't just look at the weather. Pull up the map and see the storm patterns. You can see that across the world. You can just go in the weather app and push the actual map and you'll be able to see the activity. Also, don't just look at the mainstream media. Look for underground media so that you can get more than one opinion on what's going on around the world, because we're all interconnected on this planet. How something affects another country could directly affect us here in America. What's going on in one part of the country could directly affect us in our own hometowns, in our own local communities, our families, which could then have us in a position where we may need to help out or pull back from other areas where we may need to start purging or putting up. So just pay attention to underground media as well, not just, and I'm not talking about TMZ, y'all. I wouldn't talk about that. I mean, just, off-grid stuff. You know what I mean? Start looking more into holistic stuff, because, again, when you talk about the economy and the world itself, with everything that's going on just, in the Middle East, with, Russia, Ukraine, with Japan now. Like, we just need to be paying attention, because there's going to be shortages popping up everywhere. That's a little bit of my real estate background mixed with my intuition, but I'm sharing it with you here because I do love y'all. So, Spirit, This deck, by the way, is the Tarot of the Divine. I never really share my decks with y'all because I'm intuitive anyway. So we just did 19 minutes of straight channel messages, and really we can move on with that. But this is inspired by deities, folklore, and fairy tales from around the world. There's definitely something going on energetically. This year, the sun hovers over all of us, a collective energy, this harmonious energy of new leadership, new direction. But it's not just here in America, and it's not just here in the politics. It's in our homes, it's in our school systems, it's in our legal systems locally. There could be new judges, new sheriffs, and I'm just telling you, there could be a new baby, which is now causing for people to, you know, maybe the mom was the breadwinner, but now she's gonna have to be at home with the child, and the dad's gonna have to go out. There's some type of new rise and fall of stars out here. I'm selecting one card from this deck because I want to know what part of the world maybe. I'll pick a few. Let's see, because I just heard, who told you one? I'm like, my bad, I got a little too confident. My guy's like, huh? Oh, I let something else out. There's an underwater woman ruler. That's why I was talking about that. There's an underwater woman ruler. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's like Australia is giving me underwater, or if there's like some ancient civilization. I'm not necessarily hearing Atlantean though. I'm picking up something that's more Middle Eastern, Africa, Mediterranean, but more like over that way. Mediterranean to the Indian Sea, somewhere right there, somewhere over there. The Mediterranean Ocean to the Middle Eastern. It's very tropical, but it's not the Pacific. Alright, so look, let's see what we got here. Speak to me, please. Thank you. As above, so below. Thank you so much. And this is just giving us some parts of the world to look out for. Maybe we want to check their news, because each one of these cards is connected to a different part of the world here. The Empress just came out. Oh, and there goes the Sun. That's crazy. These were in the pre-shuffle. That's crazy. Leo is out here. Big, look, Sun with the strength. I keep telling y'all this is a number 8 year. So every time you listen to a reading, especially with me, because I do energy and not signs, listen to Leo. Even if it's like timestamp, go to Leo. That's going to be for all of us, because these energies can fall on people, places, circumstances, or situations here. The Empress is out here in reverse here. But again, I told you the Empress has given birth. She's no longer pregnant. The Empress has given birth. The Lovers is coming out as an issue. This is that choice that people are unsure about, that they're doubting here with the Knight of Cups. It's like if Spirit say we take in 10 people, it's people trying to like steady break in the door. Like, what about me? No, that can't be all. Yes, it is. I just said that was it. So let me see what part of the countries these are associated with here. What part of the country? So we got the Lovers out here. Okay, the Empress popped up first. This is Mexico. So that's the place that we may be wanting to look at. Mexico is out here. China is out here. Can't make this up because I saw that directly when I was doing pre-shuffle. It's certain things I say and don't say, but just know I'm not, I promise y'all, I'm telling y'all. So we got Mexico and China that's out here. Y'all might want to look into those. And then let's see, the Strength card is out here. That's Scotland. Scotland is more northern Europe, what we was talking about up here, this Dark Age energy. And then who else we got? The Strength card, the Sun, Egypt, Cleopatra, underwater woman ruler. Why is she underwater? I don't know. I just heard Cleopatra. Underwater woman ruler. Who could that be? I don't know. Underwater woman ruler. Egypt definitely gives me Cleopatra. But that's what I have out here. Oh, and the Knight of Cups. Let's see who that was. The Knights of Cups. Who is that? What part of the country is that in? Mongolia. So you got Mexico. So you got Mongolia, Mexico, Egypt, Scotland. I think that's it. Mongolia, Mexico, Egypt, Scotland. Who I miss, y'all? And China. So check out those parts of the world. Don't be surprised, especially with these two with the sun. So this is definitely Egypt out here. And then the strength card, I think, was Mongolia. So y'all keep an eye out for that. And then the strength card was who? I don't know. Should I even? In Scotland. Mongolia. Okay. Spirit, is there anything else that they need to know? This is my own personal deck. It is combined, so we got plenty of juice here when it comes to the cards. Is there anything else that they need to know? My channel messages is a part of my gift, so I just shared them with you. This is what I do for myself anyways. When I get overloaded with downloads like this, I pretty much brain dump them. But I'm very pleased to see this information. So any of you who have felt forsaken, don't. Number 8 year, meaning that if you don't have something laid down, then there's going to be a tower energy this year, so that a foundation can be laid. But that means that the old gonna have to go out so that you can lay the foundation, plant the seed. But don't expect something to grow if you just plant a seed this year. Or if you've already planted seeds and you've been working through, then this is a number 8 year is gonna grow. Spirit, is there anything else I need to say to my beautiful subscribers? As above, so below. Y'all watch y'all back. Take your own notes the same way I do. Last time just came out an issue here. In reverse. If there's something that's being published, something that was supposed to stop being published, stop being printed, some of y'all need to go look up and see if they're still distributing some form of book, blog, or something like this, because Timeless out here, Times News, Times Magazine is something else that I'm seeing out here with Madness on here, and I'm back. Number 3 is out here, so y'all might want to go look back maybe 3 years ago, 3 months ago, and see what the issue is talking about here. Last time with Timeless, this is some, also I'm hearing evergreen content. So evergreen content, y'all can look it up. It's more like instructional content, checklists, how-to videos on YouTube. Evergreen content is never going to get old. And you got stalling out here. There's an energy of someone not going to stop doing what they're doing. Husband shady with infatuation on the bottom of the deck. Scorpionic energy with promote on the bottom of the deck. Someone is promoting bad behavior. They're making excuses. I'm hearing like a drunk man in my mind crying. I'm not sexist. I don't really care, but I'm particularly seeing a drunk man in my mind crying. I don't know why I do the things I do. I'm sorry. Yes, they do. They promote bad behavior. They could have talked about how they're going to come home and do this. This could be a woman, but that is the scenario that I'm getting in my mind. Same thing again. Places, person, situation, circumstances. So this could be someone who is always late. They're gonna come in there and cry, I'm so sorry, I'm going through so much, just so they can keep the job. They're gonna keep doing that. Also, somebody been hating on you, they're gonna keep hating on you. I told y'all got this energy out here of someone congratulating you just to go behind your back and verify, like, are you sure? This is also my mom calls it shit sandwiches. They'll judge you, compliment you, judge you. High vibration is out here. Because you're of a higher vibration, relocate. I was talking about this. Sun out here, S-O-N, but I saw S-U-N with leader here. So I'm telling y'all, this is the rise and fall of stars for those who have been chosen. With this high vibration, with this relocate, you are being moved. Literally, there's some distance being put between you and your other bloodline. I'm hearing like, are you related to the Hawkins up north? Are you related to the Clarks in Mississippi? It's going to be like that. And at one point, you very well could have been, but someone took a different direction, made a brand new brand for this same bloodline, and now they're not even related anymore. And those who want to stay toxic, that's what they're known for in that area. Ooh, the Jones in that area is something else. But the Jones up there are very prestigious. Y'all are being separated so people will know not to associate you with the bloodline. So for instance, I talk nah, y'all, and I usually don't even drink water. Well, I have it, but throat chakra energy, I'm telling you, the reason you're being separated is because they need to, your people could end up sabotaging or turning on you. I'm Selena. Because you're going to be telling the family secrets when you talk about your growth and you talk about what you've been through to become who you are and what you've been through and why you had to get away and why you moved and why you're different and how you became different. Your own people going to be the main ones that's like, why are you talking about me? This isn't a thing of like slander or anything. I'm just telling my story. If you look like the bad guy in my story, if you were the bad guy in my story, every story has one. Oh well, don't be ashamed now. Mercury with next time. Sloth on the bottom of the deck here, and the number 11. This is karma here. You can check your 11th house. That's your co-workers and your peers that's around you here. That is also Aquarius energy with the Mercury out here. This is Virgo and Gemini. But next time is out here. You're going to speak up next time, or this could be the next 28 days. Mercury takes 28 days to move around. So you could be locating or getting some type of information about what's going to happen as far as this separation, this degree of separation within the next 28 days. The next time Mercury goes retrograde is something else that could be going on out here. You could discover something, particularly like what I was talking about with this woman who has this diary out here and is now deceased. You could discover it. Family ties out here. This is going back to, again, the world is purging with the rise and fall of stars. So there is new leadership, new power, and it's because, again, fate would have it that certain things are being triggered. So certain countries are crippled right now because of war, because of famine, because of natural disasters, while others are thriving because of the same situation. There are some other countries who may have had a great run, but they may be about to experience something that's going to kind of take them out the game. But that's also so that new leadership can come into power. New needs gonna take a new type of leader, new regime. The old regime is going out, and this is personally and collectively all across the world. Thank you so much for opening me up to this. The number 2 is out here. This is a double up energy, as above so below. This is also that personal energy and that collective energy. And then you got swinger on the background here, and what I'm hearing is you have to know how to be interpersonal, interdependent, how to relate to others and take care of yourself, how to be of the world but not in the world. With this 2 out here, you got to find your tribes out here. There is a match out here. And again, this talks about that separation of the 2 in the same bloodline. There's something splitting. There's definitely something splitting here. Number 7 just came out reversed. That's a 6. The opposite of the 7th house is the 1st house. So 6 is hidden enemies. It also talks about your physique, your health here. With the 7th house, though, this talks about relationships. This goes back to this family ties over here. In reverse, I feel like you're breaking up with your 7th house. 2nd house talks about your money, your resources here. You could be getting the resources that you need to elevate away with this high vibration here. New levels, new devils here. Again, you're not done competing on the scale of life. You're not graduated completely from the school of life, because we're still here, so we're still learning. However, not with these people. Sucker is out here. You could have been a sucker in the past here because it was family ties, because it was that one job. And then look at this. You got the 6 and the 7. The 7 in reverse is the 6th house. Now, the 6th and the 7th house are very closely related in that they both talk about relationships. 6th house talks about hidden enemies, hidden relationships. 7th house talks about open enemies, open relationships. So that is where you got this energy taking place here. And you could have been a sucker before for your people. Pay me is out here with that 2nd house energy. Sleep and buy. With this sleep and buy, you can't do both. You can't be woke and sleep. You can't be of this world and in this world. You're going to have to choose. Just don't with an air sign here. And then you got co-worker. That's that 11th house energy I saw. This air sign also with this Mercury being out here, that Geminian energy. Just don't talk to them. Next time is what I just put together here. Because this person with this buy and this sleep, they play like they woke 1 minute and the next minute they sleep. This buy is the same as this 2 over here. 2-faced it, which again, that Geminian energy is out here. Could be just doing what they need to do. Last time in reverse here to string you along and make sure that there is a next time. They think you're a sucker here because you have family ties. They play like they're in high vibration because you are. But with the 7 in reverse, that's a 6. Double up on the 6. They could be a hidden enemy. 6 plus 6 is 12. That also talks about you being more intuitive, using the things that you can't see, your 6th sense. 6 is out here. And then 12, 13, 14. That's a 5, fifth house. Your creativity. You're being separated here. I love you is here with father and sex. I love you, father and sex. This is giving me the end. This is you maybe needing to go towards your paternal side here. Sloth, 11th house, and angels. You got co-workers and stuff that's lazy. That father energy is also emperor energy with that, for me, because it's my personal deck. That father energy is also emperor energy with that I love you and sex. People may be wanting to reproduce with you, work with you, collaborate with you. Sex is not necessarily just for the way y'all be thinking about it. It could be sextile. So it could also be just something that's going to be reproduced. They could want to work with you, collaborate with you, conjoin with you, blend with you, which is what we talked about out here. Blended cultures is what I said. I was trying to remember because I didn't want to flip over the pages. But blended cultures, you know, bring something together with you. But Spirit is saying on the bottom of the deck with 11 sloth and angels, this goes back to that 12 I just broke down. You need to listen to your guides here because they lazy. Whoever trying to work with you is lazy. So watch y'all back. Anything else, Spirit? I'm going to get ready to wrap us up because I just wanted to share what I'm going through. My thought process with y'all because I move this way in the matrix. So this is what I do to pick my direction, to align with my purpose and the way I'm moving my businesses. And then I go from there. I take it from there. I'm not just out here waking up like, I think I want to be a artist. Like, today I think I want to be a teacher. Like, no, I'm literally looking here. Baby mama will retry, and maybe some of y'all are considering a reconciliation here. Ayana is out here. That is another air sign, Aquarius energy. That's also a twin out here. She is also single in a relationship with more info out here. Y'all need to find out why people want to come back in. So even again, if this is just energy, and this is the scenario, even if it's not just a baby mama that want to get back with you, for what? You need to find out why. If this is anybody that wants to get back with you, back in your good graces, because we talked about this recall energy, this switcheroo energy out here. But the Empress is finally giving birth. And with this coming out as baby mama and not mother or wife, this tells me that somebody birthed something that you ain't even proud of. They not proud of. You got social media in reverse here. They're not proud of. They don't want to show this all, post about it, talk about it. That's nah. And then you got the Anyana out here. Ayana and Anyana are my twin sisters. They are 23 years old. You got Drashana, Earth sign, and Mystic. My sister Drashana is a Taurus. And then you got Mystic out here, Piscean energy. This is you knowing exactly who this person is and knowing exactly that they're after. This particular sister, I love her to death, but she can be quite greedy. She's all about what she can get. If she love you, she'll give you something, but nobody gets more than her. She ain't type to give you her last at all. But with the Mystic out here, you know that about this person. But this could be some type of twin. But remember, there's more than one type of twin. There's karmic twins. There's there's twin flames. There's just partnerships with the two and the bi out here. So y'all just be careful, because whoever this is, you already know what they about. And the last time is out here in reverse with the timeless. They're not going to stop. And then you got pay me out here, which goes back over to that emperor energy, that father, sex, and I love you. There, of course they are. If you're gonna take care of them, there's an air sign, earth sign out here. They could be a cusper. What would that be? Air, earth would be Libra, Virgo. That would be a cusper. Capricorn, Aquarius, air, earth sign would be a cusper. Gemini, Taurus could be a cusper. Anything else, Spirit? Thank you so much. As above, so below. Kanye is out here. It's a Gemini out here, real heavy. Y'all need to see where y'all have Gemini in y'all chart, what house that it's in. Remember to check that video. Real bad and way too honest is out here. And then TT saying on the bottom of the deck, that is my TT. She will tell it how it is. She don't care who feelings hurt, and she'll tell you, don't play with me, because I'm gonna let you have it. And she'll go low. She'll take you to hell. So I definitely got that. There is somebody out here who is basically trying to, again, the real Slim Shady has stood up. Libra energy out here. This is very karmic in nature. Venus energy out here. That's that 6th and 7th house energy too. Dealing with other people, relationships, love and money. Taurus energy is out here. Downgrade and what's missing. Come on, y'all. Side person is here with checkup. Baby, I'm not gonna sit here all day because I could definitely go with this relocate. All I can say is y'all need to, y'all know I got to migrate. That's Mariah Carey. That song is off the Emancipation of Mimi. It's called Migrate. If it's not, then y'all put it in the comments what it is, but I think it is off the Emancipation of Mimi. It's called Turn the Music Up, Hey. Migrate by Mariah Carey, whatever album it's on, but either way, I just still heard the Emancipation. Mimi is a friend that I had that is a Taurus, so there could be a freedom or liberation of this Venus energy of a relationship. Again, it's the same thing as this bloodline energy. There's a liberation of freedom of some old regime in the new one, and that goes for the whole planet. That goes for countries, relationships, and us individually. So y'all just remember that. I'll give y'all one more card, Spirit, and make it 40 minutes. One more card, please. I love y'all. Links to persons below. Prices will be going up. When and how much, I can't tell you. But thank y'all who have been doing them. I see y'all do follow me, read my y'all paying attention because y'all been asking way better questions, and I'm here for that. Sister is the card that came out. Hey sister, soul sister, gotta get that dough, sister. That's what I just heard. So you finding your people here, tribe, and then it goes back to this underwater woman. Dream space is out here where I love you and jobless. Karma, ocean. I swear to you, ocean. This underwater woman. And then you got Father, Felix, and shopping. Professional, I'm back, and then on blast. Number 9, Hermit energy. Again, this is energy of like, soon as you get this elevation, get this nomination, get this separation, this award, then here comes people who all of a sudden they love you with this dream space. This is alive. This is Neptunian energy, Piscean energy, wanting to paint you a picture here. That ocean energy is out here too. Someone's name could start with an F, but this is because you left them hanging. They don't have any more resources because you got karma here with them jobless. You firing them is their karma. So there ain't no need to do that. Y'all need to find y'all tribe, male or female sisters out here. High vibration is out here, and then mystic. Y'all need to find people out here who are aspiring to be more like you. Why is sister out here as the last card? Teammate and team player in reverse, because y'all out here working with people, city girls. Y'all out here with people who just want to do it for the gram, who just want to make it look good, who want to act a fool and get attention instead of sister vibration, high vibration, mystic. And this could go for males too, but if you were a male looking for this sister vibration, it's this feminine touch. That person, that guy that's going to tell you, yo, bro, you look straight, or yo, bro, I ain't feeling that. And so often people want to, first thing they want to holler at is gay. It's looking out for each other. You know, there's some people, there's men who have been depressed, and there's men who have, you know, just come into some money and they trying to figure out how to dress, or maybe they losing some money and they trying to figure out how to dress and not wear Gucci and designer all the time. Like, what would I wear then? You can help people out, but this is looking for that feminine, familial vibration. Not somebody that's trying to sleep with you necessarily, but somebody that's just trying to be there for you like a sister. Male or female, high vibration with mystic. This person who just sees you is what I'm hearing here. Instead of these people who don't got, they out here for themselves. They out here for all their own energy. And if you are masculine, I'm picking up the same energy. You got uncle scammer. So your uncle could be a scammer, and you got pamper here with checkup. So your uncle could be a scammer out here. You've been taking care of them. You need to check up on that because 12 is out here with congratulations. So this scammer uncle who could have been suppressing you could be going to jail because 12 is out here. And when I saw this 12, I know 12th house. I know that the 12th month is December, Capricorn energy, but they could have just went to jail. This is good news for you because you got congratulations. Again, you're free. You are now able to separate onto your duties. This is the end of the suspense game. When is this going to end? Right now. Clean slate, clear cut, obvious, okay? That's crazy. Also, uncle scammer out here with pampered and check up. I'm also picking up somebody's family member could have been dealing with their spouse here, and you finally got them caught. Or you could have caught your uncle checking up on your girl. You're happy. You're happy. But again, maybe somebody's sister stepped in or told something. Final messages, brother. In dream space. But with this energy here, whoever been out here pretending like they got your back on the masculine side with no transportation, they do not. Even if this is women that's like, oh, I'm gonna pull up, and if anybody touch you, when that masculine, like baby brother, big brother type energy, girl or boy, they lying. Ocean out here once again. It's deeper than that, baby. Madness out here. Yeah, it's deeper than that. They got plans for you. Kanye out here. Geminian energy. Again, that two-faced energy. I'm not saying that Geminis are two-faced. They do have a quick synapses. So they go from one idea or concept to the next very quickly. Almost like cohesively, where it's like, what are you talking about? They know. They live in madness. You know, chaotic madness. Let me get another deck to close y'all out, because they just keep giving me messages. Because I'm like, look, I mean, but again, this is just getting deeper and more specific about this type of energy. And that goes for allies. Is something else I'm hearing. ALLIES. So if there's a country or a company that you was like, oh, you affiliate with, and you thought, oh, y'all was close. No, they're not. If they did, they would be wondering, like, how can I co-brand? How can I help your company and not just you help mine? You're looking for a partner, not a coach. Something I say in my company. And then also, like, this company who's out here, like, yeah, I can send you everything on that more masculine energy. They not doing nothing. Yeah, they sending you all their stuff. They don't even want you to be seen. Spirit, close me out, please. Please, as above, so below, close me out. Well, that's it. Princess of Cups, Temperance with the Ace of Swords. I mean, I said everything I need to say. Y'all can just wait on it here. Basically, keep a lookout for it. The Sagittarius energy tells me that it's circular. So there's a cycle around the world, collective energy here. And then also, basically, if you want to be tapped in locally, you're going to have to get international. And then also, again, listen on the radio, listen to the news. But in other places, other countries, other states, definitely listen out here. The information is out here. It just might not be sitting in your face. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles with the 6 of Cups. There is some type of crossing of the finish line that's out here. Something you've been working on that you're finally crossing over and you're achieving here. You have happiness and gain out here with pleasure. But remember, this is the 9 of Pentacles, so you on your own. On your own. There's a separation of a bloodline here. So I love y'all. This is what I have for you, Princess of Swords. So y'all make sure y'all watch the other videos, and until we meet again, keep growing.